What's up? I know I ain't done many videos like this. Most of the stuff is very, very focused on animals. Rorschach is at the window right now. I have it cracked open, enjoying the nice, cool breeze from the wind of the night, sort of a deal. I say that, it's like almost midnight where I be at, but old insomnia brain, man. You know how it be. I'm speaking kind of soft too, because though I got insomnia, I live with a roommate in a different room that they always be sleeping in and stuff. Everyone got their own rooms. Life be hard, living with a good friend and everything, but I also want to be respectful and not go shouting and everything. But man, this theme, thrice, three times today, I be hearing something, and it's a theme that be coming up where people feel like they different, ain't accepted. It's hard to love yourself. You're in a rut, you're in a grind, you're on the rough of it. Rock in a hard place? Shoot. That rock got a sword and a shield, and that hard place is full of spikes. You know? That kind of vibe. That's a thing, man, unfortunately. The way that we be thinking, and the life, the reality we live in, it do that thing, you know? But here's the crazy thing about it. It ain't gonna happen to somebody that ain't deserving of something amazing later. You're being trial and tried for something, and it might be hard to love yourself. You got a lot of people hating on you for this, that, and the other. This channel, I always be saying, as long as you're not trying to do harm to others or yourself, you're doing all right. Problem B, it's much easier to try to do good to others, but feeling like you yourself don't deserve anything. And that's where you got to change that. And I was just telling a friend of mine recently, because it came up, and they said it in kind of a passing joke, but like, you gotta catch them things, because I used to say them jokes too, because I was hurting. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I didn't think I'd reach 37. For real? There was a time in my life I was trying not to be 37. Life is a grind. Not because the pressure's supposed to break you. The pressure's supposed to make you a diamond. You need to find your thing. There's something that you can do that's amazing. Even if it's just giving a smile to somebody who look like they being a bit down. You ain't gotta say no words. Animals, nature, and everything, the stuff that I study and teach about, they don't use words sometimes. They just go off of a vibe, off of energy. And when that be like that, it's felt so much stronger. Silence is deafening, you know? It can speak volumes. Sometimes a smile. Sometimes just a good gesture, a wave. Ain't gotta say nothing. Just let that person, hey, I see you as a person, and I'm just glad you're here, you know? Because if no one else was here and I was by myself, this world would kind of suck. I love animals a lot, but I always be saying this too. We're part of the kingdom. We're part of the animal kingdom. If you boil it down to a science, we're Homo sapiens sapien. We have a term on the tree of life for us. Like early hominids, like Australopithecus, or Pithecines. I was probably saying that weird, but the Austrus, Neanderthals and stuff. Hominids, human-ish, but not Homo sapiens sapien. Not what we are. Homo sapiens, yes, this is a proper term, normal term, but Homo sapiens sapien because the information age, sapien means intelligent, means we think. And that's where, starting from the beginning, going through that a little bit, where we're at now, that's where you gotta stop thinking you don't belong. If you made it here, if you made it to a point where you can see this video, if you made it to the point where you can comprehend my words, my gestures of kindness, then you're on the right path. You need to find that silver lining that's going to guide you to where you're going to be. I know my hands are dirty and stuff. I do apologize. I came from work. My fingernails and stuff. I keep swinging and saying. I mean, look at my videos and the other channels and stuff. I work with animals, so my fingers are dirty. I was telling my boss like one day, because my mom always catches my dirty fingers. Like, man, my finger is always dirty, and I don't know why that be. It's like, dude, it's what you do. I was like, yeah, and I love it. I found my silver lining to the point where I opened up a gate of gold. You know? And I'm not done. I'm not even near done. I just found the mountain I gotta climb. I got to the face, far from the summit. But man, highs and lows, I'm ready for the journey. Sometimes you gotta go through weird paths to get to that mountain you gotta be. The path ain't gonna lead up every time. You gotta go around, sometimes track back down. Step back is time to think. I used to think never take a step back. Forward. Move. But whoa. Take a step back sometimes. It's okay. Because when you take a step back and you breathe, you can have the energy to take not just but 2, but 3 steps forward. Thrice the time, thrice the power. Just gotta give it a sec. It's okay to do that. Our life is short, but not so short that you need to breathe. And I just want to talk about that, because that'd be a theme. I've heard a lot of people be talking about it. I remember for years I struggled with this terms and where I'm at with it now. So, y'all be good. You're an amazing individual. Find your gold. With that, peace out.